Life is teaching you. Yes, right now, in this very moment, life is standing in front of you, holding a mirror and asking, are you ready to learn? Every challenge you've faced, every setback, every heartbreak, every failure, they are not punishments. They are lessons. Powerful lessons. They are the raw material for the strongest version of yourself. You see, life doesn't care about your excuses. Life doesn't care about the reasons you couldn't, shouldn't, or wouldn't. Life cares about one thing: growth. Growth happens when you push through the pain, when you step beyond the fear, when you refuse to stay small. And every moment of struggle is life's way of saying, I'm giving you an opportunity to rise. Think about it. How many times have you wanted something so badly only to hit a wall? And yet, that wall was not there to stop you. It was there to teach you patience, to teach you perseverance, to teach you resilience. That wall was a teacher and you were its student. And the truth is, the most successful people, the happiest people, the people who live with passion, they didn't avoid the walls. They learned from them. They studied them. They mastered them. And because they learned, they became unstoppable. Every disappointment, every failure, every no that you've been given is a message. And that message is simple. You are stronger than you think. You are capable of more than you imagine. You have within you the power to create, to transform, to dominate your own destiny. Life is not happening to you. It's happening for you. It's sculpting you. Every difficulty, every heartbreak, every unexpected twist is a tool to sharpen your mind, fortify your spirit, and ignite your potential. The question is, will you pick up the tool? Will you embrace the lesson? Or will you walk away and stay small? Here's the secret. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to wait for the stars to align. All you need is the willingness to learn, the courage to act, and the determination to keep going no matter what. So today, I challenge you, start seeing life differently. Start seeing every setback as a setup. Start seeing every struggle as a message. Start seeing yourself as the hero of your own story, the student of life's greatest lessons, the warrior who rises every time you fall. Life is teaching you, and it's teaching you something priceless. Your potential is limitless, your strength is undeniable, and your life is waiting for you to claim it. Stop running from the lessons. Start learning from them, and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. Every challenge you face in life is not an obstacle meant to stop you. It is a lesson meant to shape you. Right now, at this very moment, you may be feeling stuck, frustrated, or defeated, but what you're experiencing is far from meaningless. Life has a way of throwing us into situations that test our limits, stretch our patience, and challenge our beliefs about what we can and cannot do. And every one of these challenges carries a hidden message. The first thing to understand is that life is not punishing you. It is teaching you. The moments that feel heavy, the circumstances that seem unfair, and the difficulties that feel overwhelming are all opportunities for growth. And they are often disguised in ways that you might not recognize until you make the choice to see them differently. Every time you encounter a challenge, it is as if life is holding up a mirror, asking you to look closer at yourself, to confront your fears, and to discover the untapped strength that exists within you. And most people fail to see this because they are focused solely on the discomfort instead of the lesson. Challenges are not meant to break you. They are meant to awaken something inside you that is stronger, wiser, and more capable than you ever imagined. They are a call to rise, a call to step into your power, and a reminder that growth does not happen in comfort zones. Life has a rhythm, a way of presenting obstacles that match the level of your current awareness and skill, and each challenge is calibrated perfectly to push you just beyond what you think you can handle. And it is in that stretch, in that space between who you are now and who you are capable of becoming, that the real transformation occurs. When life tests you, it is testing your ability to adapt, to learn, and to persist. The tests are not random, they are deliberate. They are designed to highlight areas where you may be holding back, avoiding responsibility, or clinging to old patterns that no longer serve you. And if you resist, if you complain, or if you wish the circumstances were different, you miss the point entirely. The lesson is always present, but you must be willing to see it, to engage with it, and to extract the wisdom it carries. Every challenge has a hidden gift, and the gift is often the awareness of your own capacity to overcome, to persevere, and to rise above limitations that you once thought were permanent. And most people give up just before breakthrough because they fail to recognize that the difficulty is the doorway to growth. Life is relentless in its pursuit of teaching you, and it does so not to make you suffer, but to help you discover a level of strength, clarity, and resilience that is only revealed when you are tested. Consider the nature of struggle itself. When you face a setback, you feel pressure, discomfort, and tension, but those feelings are signals, not punishments. They are life's way of saying, pay attention. There is something here for you to learn. The very things you try to avoid, the failures, the mistakes, the difficult conversations, the uncomfortable decisions are often the exact experiences that accelerate your growth the most. Every challenge forces you to dig deeper, to confront your beliefs, and to clarify your values, and in that process, you gain insight not only into the world, but into yourself. Life does not hand out lessons in a tidy package. It throws them into your reality disguised as chaos, uncertainty, and difficulty, and it is your responsibility to recognize them and to transform them into knowledge, skill, and strength. The sooner you stop resisting, the sooner you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstance, and the sooner you begin to see challenges as allies in disguise, the faster you will grow into the person you were meant to become. Challenges also reveal what is truly important. They expose weakness, highlight gaps in knowledge or skill, and force you to prioritize your energy and focus. And these moments are invaluable because they teach clarity. When you are comfortable, when life flows easily, it is too easy to become distracted, complacent, or blind to your own limitations. But when life presses, when it tests, when it demands more than you think you can give, it cuts away the superficial, the irrelevant, and the unnecessary, leaving you with the core truths of what matters most. Every challenge is an invitation to align more deeply with your purpose, to clarify your vision, and to commit to the actions that truly move your life forward. And those who embrace challenges with curiosity and determination become masters of their own destiny because they have learned how to navigate the storms of life with skill, grace, and relentless perseverance. It is also important to understand that challenges are cumulative teachers. Every small difficulty, every minor setback, every moment of doubt or fear contributes to a larger pattern of growth. Life is a continuous classroom, and the lessons are layered. Sometimes the lesson is immediate and clear. Other times it is subtle and only revealed in hindsight. And the key is to remain engaged, to remain present, and to remain willing to learn. Each challenge you overcome builds confidence, resilience, and mastery. Each obstacle you face equips you with tools to handle the next one more effectively. Life is teaching you incrementally, and if you miss one lesson, another will appear, often more intense, until you finally grasp what you are meant to understand. This is how personal evolution occurs. This is how ordinary people transform into extraordinary leaders, creators, and innovators. They do not avoid life's lessons. They absorb them, they act on them, and they let each challenge shape their character, their mindset, and their destiny. The way to engage with challenges is not through avoidance, denial, or resentment, but through awareness, action, and accountability. You must recognize that no external circumstance has the power to limit you unless you give it that power. You must step up, take responsibility for your responses, and see every challenge as a training ground for your mind, body, and spirit. The pain, the struggle, the discomfort are temporary, but the strength, insight, and resilience you gain are permanent. And the sooner you accept this principle, that you stop resisting life and start learning from it. Life is not a series of random events. Life is a curriculum, and every challenge is a lesson plan designed for your growth. Every mistake, every failure, every setback is a teacher waiting to reveal the depth of your potential. And when you embrace that perspective, your relationship with life shifts from fear and frustration to empowerment and curiosity. Life is teaching you to rise, to persevere, to adapt, and to become someone who can handle more, give more, and contribute more than you ever thought possible. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn patience, develop resilience, and discover a power that is only revealed through struggle. The strength you need is already within you. The wisdom you seek is already accessible. The potential you dream of is waiting to be unlocked. And it is through life's lessons that all of these are revealed and amplified. The more you engage with the challenges around you, the more you grow, the more you expand, and the more capable you become. And it is in this process of learning, evolving, and transforming that you discover the true meaning of strength, courage, and mastery. And life will continue to present lessons as long as you are willing to see, to learn, and to rise. Life's setbacks are not roadblocks. They are signposts guiding you toward growth, opportunity, and transformation. Every time you feel knocked down, delayed, or denied, it is not a message that you are failing. It is life's way of redirecting you, refining you, and preparing you for something greater than you currently see. The truth is, every setback has a purpose. Every no you receive, every closed door you encounter, every unexpected twist in your journey is a lesson disguised as difficulty. And most people fail to recognize the value because they focus on the discomfort rather than the insight hidden within it. Life's setbacks are designed to teach resilience, to reveal your inner strength, and to force you to stretch beyond the boundaries of what you believe is possible. And the sooner you start viewing obstacles as opportunities, the faster you transform your life into a reflection of your true potential. Consider this: every setback is a pause, a chance to reassess, and an invitation to grow. It is a moment where life says, slow down, look carefully. Are you aligned with your purpose? Are you ready for the next level? Many people see setbacks as punishment or failure, but the most successful people, the happiest people, the individuals who create lasting impact, see them as feedback. Feedback about what is working, what isn't working, and where adjustments are necessary. They do not waste energy blaming circumstances or wishing things were easier. They ask a simple question: what can I learn from this? And that question changes everything, because it shifts the perspective from victimhood to empowerment, from frustration to curiosity, and from stagnation to action. Setbacks are also powerful teachers of patience and persistence. When life refuses to move the way you want, it tests your ability to endure, to keep going even when the results are not immediate, and to trust the process. Every time you face delay or resistance, it is a chance to develop character. It is an opportunity to refine your mindset, sharpen your focus, and strengthen your commitment. Patience is not passive, it is active endurance. And it is in this endurance that real growth occurs. The moments that feel uncomfortable or unfair are the exact moments that define the trajectory of your life, because they either break you or make you stronger. Most people choose to resist, complain, or retreat, but those who embrace setbacks with determination and curiosity discover that they are capable of far more than they imagined. Another critical aspect of setbacks is that they force clarity. When everything flows easily, it is easy to get distracted by trivialities or to pursue paths that do not align with your true goals. Setbacks, however, cut through the noise. They highlight what is important, expose what is not. When life slows you down, challenges your plans, or blocks your path, it is often redirecting you toward a more meaningful route, a more impactful decision, or a deeper understanding of your purpose. Each setback sharpens your focus, teaches you to prioritize what matters, and removes the unnecessary clutter that can distract from your mission. Life's setbacks are like a sculptor's chisel. They remove the excess and reveal the masterpiece within, and the more you embrace this truth, the more empowered you become to turn adversity into advantage. Setbacks also teach humility and empathy. When life does not go according to plan, when dreams are delayed, or when challenges arise unexpectedly, it reminds you that control is an illusion and that resilience is a skill that must be cultivated. Those who have faced setbacks deeply understand the value of perseverance, the importance of perspective, and the necessity of compassion for themselves and others. Setbacks cultivate emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and the ability to connect with people on a deeper level, because you recognize struggle not as a weakness, but as a universal human experience that shapes character and strengthens resolve. The lessons of empathy and humility gained through setbacks are priceless, because they allow you to lead with authenticity, relate to others with sincerity, and inspire through example. Every setback also contains a hidden opportunity for creativity and innovation. When the usual path is blocked, when resources are limited, or when circumstances shift unexpectedly, you are forced to think differently, to problem solve, and to innovate. This is where true growth happens. When you are pushed to create solutions, adapt strategies, and discover abilities that were dormant within you. Setbacks force you to become resourceful, resilient, and strategic, and these are exactly the qualities that distinguish the successful, fulfilled, and influential from those who remain stagnant, frustrated, or defeated. The more you see setbacks as invitations to innovate, the more you develop a mindset that thrives under pressure, adapts to change, and converts challenges into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Another profound truth is that setbacks are not permanent unless you make them so. Life is constantly offering second chances, new directions, and opportunities for recovery and growth. A setback is not a final judgment on your worth, talent, or potential. It is a temporary event designed to teach, to redirect, and to strengthen, and the speed at which you recover, learn, and take action determines how quickly you rise above the difficulty. Resilience is the skill of turning setbacks into comebacks, and it is cultivated by those who refuse to let circumstances define them, who focus on solutions instead of problems, and who view adversity as a classroom rather than a prison. Life setbacks are invitations to master resilience, and mastering resilience is mastering the ability to create momentum regardless of external conditions, to keep moving forward with purpose, and to remain unshakable in the face of uncertainty. Setbacks also deepen your understanding of self-belief. Every obstacle challenges your confidence, your assumptions, and your ability to trust your own judgment. But when you persevere, when you push through discomfort, and when you refuse to surrender to doubt, you prove to yourself that you are capable, competent, and worthy of success. Life setbacks test your faith in yourself and your vision, and the lessons learned in overcoming them are far more valuable than any material reward. The more setbacks you face, the stronger your belief becomes in your own ability to navigate life, create results, and fulfill your purpose. And that self-belief is the foundation of extraordinary achievement, fulfillment, and influence. Ultimately, setbacks are life's way of shaping you into someone capable of handling more, contributing more, and living at a higher level. They refine your character, expand your perspective, and strengthen your resolve. They teach you patience, clarity, creativity, empathy, and resilience. They reveal your potential, deepen your self-belief, and challenge you to rise above circumstances that seem impossible to overcome. And when you embrace this perspective, you begin to see life not as a series of misfortunes or failures, but as a carefully orchestrated curriculum designed to prepare you for greatness. Setbacks are not obstacles, they are accelerators. They are the very experiences that cultivate wisdom, courage, and unstoppable momentum. And the more you learn to embrace them, the more empowered, confident, and capable you become in every area of your life. Failure is not the enemy, it is a teacher. It is life's most honest feedback system, a mirror reflecting what works, what doesn't, and where growth is needed. And yet, most people react to failure with fear, shame, or avoidance instead of curiosity, learning, and action. Failure is inevitable, unavoidable, and necessary, and the sooner you recognize it as a critical part of your journey, the sooner you unlock your potential. Every failure carries a lesson, and the power lies not in the failure itself, but in how you respond to it. Those who succeed are not people who never fail. They are people who understand failure, learn from it, and use it as a stepping stone to mastery, innovation, and growth. And the difference between those who thrive and those who stagnate is simply the ability to see failure as feedback rather than a verdict on your worth. Every failure exposes a gap, a missing skill, an untested belief, or an untapped strength. It is a signal from life that something needs adjustment, attention, or refinement. And yet, the natural human instinct is often to avoid failure, to protect ego, and to pretend it didn't happen. But this avoidance keeps you small. Growth demands confrontation with reality. To learn from failure, you must be willing to face it, analyze it, and extract the knowledge it contains. And the most successful people are relentless in their examination of their failures, treating each one as a classroom, a laboratory, and a source of insight. And they never stop until they have learned every lesson hidden within it. Failure is precise. It shows exactly where you need to improve, exactly where your strategies were flawed, and exactly where your mindset was limiting, and it gives you the opportunity to recalibrate, refine, and rise stronger than before. Failure also teaches humility. It reminds you that no matter how much talent, skill, or knowledge you possess, there is always more to learn, more to explore, and more ways to expand your capability. When you fail, it is not a reflection of inadequacy. It is a reflection of being human. Those who embrace failure with humility understand that every setback is a step toward mastery, and that the path to greatness is rarely linear or smooth. And in that humility, they become open to new strategies, new ideas, and new perspectives that propel them forward. The ego wants to avoid failure, but wisdom recognizes it as a catalyst for growth. And the sooner you stop fearing failure and start embracing it as a teacher, the faster you accelerate toward success. Another essential truth is that failure builds resilience. Each time you encounter a setback and continue to move forward, you strengthen your ability to endure, adapt, and persevere. Life does not reward perfection, it rewards persistence. Those who succeed are not those who never fall, they are those who rise every time they fall, who refuse to surrender to discouragement, and who cultivate a mindset that sees every obstacle as temporary, solvable, and transformative. Resilience is a skill developed through experience, trial, and the willingness to face failure head on. And the more you experience and learn from failure, the more resilient, confident, and unstoppable you become. Failure also clarifies priorities. When your plans do not succeed, when your efforts do not produce the results you expected, it forces you to evaluate what is truly important, what is aligned with your values, and what is worth your energy and focus. Failure exposes the distractions, the assumptions, and the strategies that no longer serve you, and it presents an opportunity to course correct, refine your goals, and align more deeply with your purpose. Every failure is a guidepost pointing you toward what matters most, and the sooner you use failure as a compass rather than a burden, the faster you navigate toward meaningful achievement, fulfillment, and impact. Moreover, failure is a teacher of courage. The act of failing, the vulnerability of risking effort, energy, and belief requires courage. And the more you fail, the more courage you build, because each failure reinforces the truth that your value is not determined by outcomes, but by your willingness to take action, to embrace risk, and to persist in the face of uncertainty. Courage and action are inseparable, and failure is the ultimate training ground for both. Those who succeed understand that fear of failure is temporary, but the lessons, strength, and momentum gained from embracing failure are permanent, and they leverage each misstep to propel themselves faster toward their vision. Failure also inspires creativity and innovation. When a plan fails, when a strategy does not work, or when an outcome falls short of expectation, you are forced to think differently, to problem solve, and to explore alternatives you may not have considered otherwise. The pressure of failure sparks ingenuity, forces adaptability, and challenges you to stretch beyond conventional thinking. And it is in this crucible of trial and error that breakthroughs occur. Every successful person, every inventor, every entrepreneur, every leader, and every innovator has faced multiple failures, and each failure taught them something critical about what works, what doesn't, and how to refine their approach to achieve extraordinary results. Another profound lesson of failure is that it strengthens self-awareness. Failure shines a light on your habits, your mindset, your strengths, and your limitations. It exposes where you are avoiding responsibility, where you are overconfident, and where you have untapped potential waiting to be activated. The act of examining failure objectively builds insight into yourself, your motivations, and your patterns, and this self-awareness becomes a foundation for smarter decisions, better strategies, and more effective action. Those who ignore failure ignore opportunities to know themselves deeply and fully, but those who embrace it learn not only about the world, but about the infinite capacity within themselves to overcome, adapt, and thrive. Failure also teaches patience and timing. Life is rarely instantaneous, and results do not always come when we expect them to. Failure shows that perseverance, consistency, and long-term commitment are far more powerful than short-term success or immediate gratification. It teaches you to stay the course, to trust the process, and to keep moving forward even when the results are not yet visible. Patience is cultivated through repeated experience with failure, and those who master patience are able to sustain effort, maintain focus, and create lasting impact, while those who avoid failure often abandon their journey prematurely, missing out on the deeper rewards that come from persistence. Ultimately, failure is a gift disguised as discomfort, challenge, and disappointment. It is life's most honest teacher, providing feedback, insight, and opportunities for growth that cannot be gained any other way. The lessons of failure are cumulative, transformative, and empowering. Each time you fail, you gain clarity, courage, resilience, humility, creativity, self-awareness, and patience. You build the tools, mindset, and strength necessary to reach higher levels of achievement, impact, and fulfillment. And the sooner you stop fearing failure and start learning from it, the sooner you transform it into a powerful force that propels you forward, accelerates your growth, and helps you create a life of purpose, passion, and extraordinary results. Courage is the bridge between dreams and reality, the invisible force that turns ideas into action and potential into achievement. And yet, so many people underestimate its power because they confuse courage with the absence of fear. True courage is not the absence of fear. It is taking action despite fear. It is stepping forward even when the path is uncertain, even when the risks are high, and even when the outcome is unknown. And it is in these moments that life tests you, challenges you, and teaches you the lessons that shape your destiny. Every great achievement, every extraordinary success, every breakthrough moment in history, in business, in personal growth, and in human potential has been made possible by individuals who dared to act courageously, who refused to let fear dictate their choices, and who understood that action in the face of uncertainty is the most powerful form of learning, growth, and transformation. Fear is natural, unavoidable, and necessary because it signals that something matters, that you are stepping beyond the familiar, and that you are approaching the threshold of growth. Courage does not eliminate fear. It empowers you to move through it, to embrace it, and to use it as fuel for action. Every time you confront a fear, every time you take a bold step despite doubt, hesitation, or anxiety, you expand the boundaries of what is possible for yourself. And the more consistently you act courageously, the more your confidence grows, the more your resilience strengthens, and the more your capacity to create results multiplies. Courage is a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows stronger the more it is exercised, the more it is challenged, and the more it is applied in situations that stretch your limits. Courage also teaches you the value of commitment. Taking bold action requires a decision, a moment of clarity when you say, I will move forward no matter what. Commitment is born in the crucible of courage because it demands that you take full responsibility for your actions, your choices, and your outcomes. Without courage, commitment is hollow because fear keeps you stuck, hesitant, and indecisive. But with courage, commitment becomes a declaration of your willingness to embrace the process, to endure challenges, and to persist until the results you seek manifest in your life. Every courageous step you take reinforces your commitment to yourself, your goals, and your vision, and it creates momentum that propels you forward even when the journey is difficult or uncertain. Another critical aspect of courage is that it opens the door to growth. Comfort zones are safe, predictable, and often illusory, but they do not allow for transformation. Life's greatest lessons, opportunities, and rewards exist just beyond the boundaries of what feels familiar, and it is courage that allows you to step across that boundary. Every courageous action expands your perspective, strengthens your capabilities, and increases your capacity for achievement, influence, and fulfillment. And those who consistently act with courage learn that the only limits that truly exist are the ones they place on themselves. The more you stretch, the more you learn, the more you risk, the more you discover, and the more courage you exercise, the more unstoppable you become in every area of life. Courage is also intimately connected to vision. Acting courageously is not random, it is purposeful. Courage without direction can lead to recklessness, but courage guided by a clear vision transforms uncertainty into progress, fear into motivation, and hesitation into decisive action. When you know what you want, when you have clarity about your mission, and when you understand the impact you desire to create, courage becomes your vehicle for execution. It allows you to take steps that others might shy away from, to face criticism, skepticism, and doubt, and to continue moving forward when most people would retreat. The clarity of vision, combined with the power of courage, creates unstoppable momentum, and it transforms dreams into tangible reality. Courage also amplifies learning. When you act boldly, you inevitably encounter obstacles, mistakes, and failures, and each of these experiences carries a lesson. The difference between those who stagnate and those who thrive is how they respond to these lessons. Courage allows you to face reality, to take ownership of your actions, and to extract insight from every situation. And in doing so, you accelerate your personal and professional growth. Every challenge becomes a training ground, every failure a classroom, and every risk an opportunity to expand your skill set, knowledge, and understanding of yourself and the world. Courage turns life into an active teacher rather than a passive experience, and those who master courage are able to learn faster, adapt quicker, and achieve higher levels of success than those who avoid bold action. Courage also inspires others. Bold action is contagious. When you act courageously, you create an energy that motivates, encourages, and empowers those around you. Leaders, innovators, and change makers understand that their courage is not only about their own success, but also about the influence they create. By stepping forward despite fear, by taking risks, and by demonstrating determination in the face of uncertainty, you set a standard, create a culture, and inspire others to rise, to act, and to pursue their own potential. And this ripple effect multiplies the impact of your courage far beyond what you could achieve alone. Another dimension of courage is the ability to embrace uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, circumstances change, and outcomes are never guaranteed. But courage allows you to move forward with confidence, focus, and determination even when the path is unclear. Fear of the unknown paralyzes most people, but those who act courageously develop the skill of navigating uncertainty, making decisions with incomplete information, and trusting in their ability to adapt, learn, and overcome. Courage transforms uncertainty from a source of anxiety into a platform for growth, exploration, and opportunity, and it empowers you to take calculated risks that lead to extraordinary results. Courage also strengthens resilience. Every time you confront fear, challenge, or adversity with boldness, you reinforce the truth that setbacks do not define you and that obstacles are temporary. Resilience is built through repeated exposure to difficulty, and courage is the gateway to that exposure. The more you act boldly, the more you learn to recover quickly, to persist under pressure, and to maintain momentum in the face of adversity. Resilience and courage together create a powerful combination that allows you to overcome almost any challenge, achieve almost any goal, and continue forward regardless of circumstances. And those who cultivate both become unstoppable forces in their own lives. Ultimately, courage is the force that transforms dreams into reality, fear into fuel, and potential into results. It teaches action, commitment, growth, vision, learning, influence, uncertainty management, and resilience. It empowers you to step beyond the familiar, take risks, learn from mistakes, and persist until your goals are achieved. Courage is not a one-time event, but a continual practice, a daily decision, and a mindset that can be strengthened, refined, and expanded over time. The more courage you exercise, the more your confidence grows, the more opportunities appear, and the more powerful your life becomes. And by embracing courage as a guiding principle, you position yourself to live boldly, act decisively, and achieve extraordinary results in every area of life. Life is happening for you, not to you. And the moment you truly understand this, everything changes. Every circumstance, every challenge, every setback, and every unexpected turn is not a punishment or a random event. It is an opportunity, a message, and a lesson designed to propel you forward. Most people see obstacles as barriers, as unfair blocks in their path, But the truth is that life is constantly presenting you with experiences that are perfectly calibrated to develop your strength, clarity, and wisdom. And the sooner you see every event as a teacher rather than an enemy, the sooner you unlock the power to transform your life. Life's events are not coincidences. They are feedback, guidance, and invitations to grow. And the key difference between those who flourish and those who struggle is perspective. When you begin to view life as happening for you, you stop resisting reality and start leveraging every moment for your benefit, insight, and empowerment. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. When difficulties arise, when plans are disrupted, and when outcomes are not as you expected, life is not against you. It is providing the exact conditions necessary to build resilience, sharpen your skills, and expand your capacity. Resistance, struggle, and discomfort are not signs of weakness. They are indicators that you are stretching beyond your current limits and moving into new territory where growth is inevitable. The experiences that feel most challenging often carry the richest lessons, the deepest insights, and the greatest potential for transformation. And those who embrace this truth learn to seek the value hidden in adversity rather than dwelling on the inconvenience of it. Life is a master teacher, and every moment of difficulty is its lesson plan, meticulously designed to help you evolve into a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of yourself. Life Happen For You also teaches perspective. The events you face are neutral. They only gain meaning through the lens you apply. You can choose to see a setback as a failure, a loss, or an injustice, or you can see it as a signal, a guide, and a setup for something greater. Perspective transforms experience into power. It allows you to extract wisdom from mistakes, opportunity from challenges, and clarity from confusion. Those who thrive understand that their interpretation of events determines their reality, and that by shifting perspective, they can turn obstacles into stepping stones, delays into preparation, and difficulties into acceleration points. Life is always delivering lessons. The question is whether you are willing to receive them, learn from them, and apply them to create the results you desire. Another profound lesson is that life happening for you builds resilience. Every difficulty you encounter is a training ground for endurance, patience, and perseverance. Each time plans fail, challenges arise, or circumstances seem unfair, you are given the chance to rise, adapt, and persist. And this repetition strengthens the mind, body, and spirit in ways that ease, comfort, and convenience never could. Resilience is cultivated through experience, and life's trials are the crucibles that forge it. Those who embrace this principle are able to face future challenges with confidence, navigate uncertainty with skill, and maintain momentum when others falter, and they learn that the temporary discomfort of adversity is far outweighed by the permanent strength and growth it produces. Life Happening For You also emphasizes the importance of awareness and reflection. When you pause to consider why events occur, when you ask what each experience is meant to teach, and when you seek the lesson in every circumstance, you begin to extract maximum value from life's curriculum. Awareness transforms events from random occurrences into deliberate opportunities for growth. Reflection allows you to identify patterns, recognize hidden gifts, and uncover insights that propel your personal and professional development. The practice of observing, analyzing, and learning from life's experiences is a powerful tool that allows you to convert setbacks into advantage, challenges into clarity, and obstacles into acceleration. And it is through this process that ordinary experiences are transformed into extraordinary growth. Life Happening For You also highlights the role of responsibility. Nothing external has the power to define you unless you allow it. By taking full ownership of your reactions, your choices, and your perspective, you reclaim control and empower yourself to shape outcomes rather than be shaped by circumstances. Responsibility is not a burden, it is freedom. It allows you to turn events that might feel negative into opportunities for action, creativity, and transformation. And it is through ownership that you discover your ability to influence your reality, impact others, and navigate life with mastery. Those who embrace responsibility see every experience as an invitation to act rather than a reason to complain, and this mindset transforms obstacles into opportunities and challenges into victories. Life Happening For You also teaches trust in yourself, in the process, and in the timing of events. Often, life does not deliver outcomes immediately, and delays can feel frustrating or discouraging. But when you trust that every event has a purpose, that every challenge is shaping you, and that the lessons are being delivered at the right time, patience and confidence grow. Trust allows you to remain centered, focused, and motivated even in uncertainty, and it empowers you to continue moving forward, knowing that the unfolding journey is aligned with your growth and evolution. Those who learn to trust life's timing discover that setbacks, Detours and delays are not failures, they are setups for something greater than they could have planned or anticipated. Another critical dimension is the gift of adaptability. Life happening for you requires flexibility, creativity, and the willingness to pivot when necessary. Circumstances shift, plans change, and the unexpected is inevitable, and those who see life as occurring for them rather than against them develop the ability to adapt, respond, and innovate. Adaptability is not passive, it is active engagement with reality, the ability to make decisions in the face of uncertainty, and the skill to convert challenges into opportunities. By embracing adaptability, you become resilient in action, resourceful under pressure, and capable of thriving in conditions that would overwhelm others. And this skill alone can elevate your results, growth, and influence beyond what you ever imagined. Life happening for you also cultivates gratitude. When you recognize that every experience, even the difficult ones, is designed to teach, guide, or prepare you, you begin to appreciate the value hidden in every situation. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing or unfair to what is present, available, and beneficial. It allows you to see the lessons in setbacks, the gifts in adversity, and the growth within struggle. And by practicing gratitude consistently, you amplify the positive impact of every experience, enhance your resilience, and create a mindset that attracts further opportunity, fulfillment, and success. Ultimately, life happening for you teaches empowerment. It teaches you that you are not a victim of circumstance, that you have the ability to interpret events, take action, and shape your reality. It teaches you that challenges are opportunities, setbacks are lessons, and delays are setups for greater outcomes. It teaches you that resilience, responsibility, adaptability, and gratitude are not abstract concepts, but practical tools that allow you to navigate life effectively, learn continuously, and achieve extraordinary results. The sooner you internalize this perspective, the sooner you stop resisting reality, the sooner you extract value from every experience, and the sooner you step into a life of mastery, fulfillment, and unstoppable momentum.